Sports fans assemble! It's time for Sports Store on Enterprise Television, your destination for the biggest sports stories worldwide. I'm Joshiko Okoli and welcome to the ultimate sports experience. Enyimba continues CAF Confederations Cup quest against Al Masry FC of Egypt as group stage begins. Arsenal, Barcelona humiliate Sporting and Brest as Man City throw away 3-goal lead in UEFA Champions League match day 5. General Motors and Formula One confirm agreement in principle for Cadillac to join grid as 11th team in 2026. And in athletics, sprint legend Michael Johnson unveils new Grand Slam track for 2025 athletics season. Let's take a quick time out. Stay tuned for the entirety of our thrilling sports discussion. We're back on Sports Store, kicking off in the CAF Confederation Cup as Nigeria's Enyimba International Football Club will confront Al Masry of Egypt on Wednesday as the group stage of the tournament begins. The most successful Nigerian club side will continue their quest to win CAF's secondary club competition in Ismaila City against Al Masry this Wednesday. The Group D encounter is one of the 6 matches that will be played in a group that has defending champions Zamalek FC of Egypt and Mozambique's champion Black Bull FC. Enyimba International found themselves in a group many have described as the group of death due to the inclusion of 2 Egyptian clubs who will be fighting to pick the 2 quarterfinal tickets at stake in the group. Enyimba are the only Nigerian team left on the continent after edging out Etoile Filante of Burkina Faso over the 2 legs in the second preliminary round. Meanwhile, El Kanemi Warriors, Nigerian FA Cup champions, were booted out of the CAF Confederation Cup in the first round of the preliminaries by Benin side Jaje FC, while Remo Stars and Enugu Rangers, Nigerian champions, failed to progress to the group stage of the CAF Champions League. They lost out in the first and second preliminary rounds respectively. Hence, all eyes are on Enyimba FC as the nation's sole bearer on the continent to have a successful campaign in order to better Nigeria's inter-club coefficients on CAF's 5-year rankings. In other CAF Confederation Cup games set for Wednesday, Simba FC of Tanzania will face Bravo the Marquis of Angola. Al Masry of Egypt will host Enyimba. ASEC Mimosas of Ivory Coast will take on AC Jaraf of Senegal. CS Sfaxien of Tunisia will do battle with Constantine of Algeria. Stade Malien of Mali will face Stellenbosch FC of South Africa. RS Barkane 2022 champions of Morocco will face CD Lundasul of Angola. USM Alger of Algeria will face Orapa United of Botswana. And Zamalek, the defending champions in Group D, will also face Black Bulls of Mozambique. On Tuesday, 8 matches were played as the CAF Champions League, the premier competition on the continent, the African continent, kicked off on Tuesday. And in the games that happened on Tuesday, TP Mazembe Engelbert of DR Congo played a goalless draw with MC Algiers. For those who did not know, TP Mazembe women's team won the CAF Women's Champions League with Nigeria's Edo Queens finishing 4th. In other games happening there, Young Africans of Tanzania lost at home to Al Hilal Omdurman of Sudan. Defending champions and 11-time African champions, perhaps you could call them the Real Madrid of Africa, Al Ahly of Egypt defeated Stade Abidjan of Ivory Coast 4-2 in Cairo, Egypt. Mamelodi Sundowns played a goalless draw with US Maniema of DR Congo. Pyramids of Egypt defeated Sagrada Esperança 5-1 in Egypt. CR Belouizdad of Algeria lost at home to Orlando Pirates of South Africa by 2-1. Esperance of Tunisia defeated Joliba of Mali 4-0. And Raja Casablanca lost in the Moroccan derby in the CAF Champions League to FAR Rabat of Morocco by 2-0. Leaving the African continent, let's go over to Europe and tell you that in the UEFA Champions League on Tuesday, Arsenal bounced back to winning ways in emphatic fashion after crushing Sporting Lisbon 5-1 at the Estadio Jose Alvalade in Lisbon. The Gunners made 4 changes following their win over Nottingham Forest as Declan Rice, Gabriel Martinelli, Thomas Partey and Kai Havertz were recalled to the side. Martinelli gave Mikel Arteta's charges an early lead with a tap-in after it was set up by Dutch wing-back Julian Timber. Havertz made it 2-0 for the visitors midway into the first half with a composed finish from close range after a pass by Bukayo Saka, and Gabriel puts the English outfit out of sight on the stroke of halftime with a close-range header from a corner. And he also celebrated just like Vitor Gyökeres did to spite the home fans in Lisbon. Sporting put a goal back 2 minutes from the interval after Goncalo Inacio had a finish from a corner. Saka later restored Arsenal's 3-goal cushion with 25 minutes remaining after he confidently converted a penalty, and Belgian Leandro Trossard completed the rout 8 minutes before time with a header from a rebound. At the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City squandered a 3-goal lead to draw 3-3 with Feyenoord at the Etihad Stadium. Man City made 3 changes following a heavy defeat to Tottenham Hotspur as Jack Grealish, Nathan Ake and Matheus Nunes were brought in. Holland broke the deadlock for Pep Guardiola's charges on the stroke of halftime from the penalty spot after a foul was spotted by the video assistant referee VAR. German Ilkay Gundogan doubled the lead for City early in the second stanza with a deflected shot from the edge of the box inside the first 8 minutes from the break, and Holland made it 3-0 for the host with a tap-in after a cutback from Matheus Nunes. For Feyenoord, Anis Hadji Musa put a goal back with 15 minutes remaining with a composed finish after he capitalized on a mistake at the back by the citizens. Santiago Thomas Jimenez reduced the deficit to 3-2 in the last 8 minutes after a confusion in a goal-mouth scramble, and David Hanko leveled matters for the Dutch side in the last minute after a tap-in from a square pass by Igor Paxiu. In another Champions League game, 5-time European champions Barcelona won their 4th game in a row in the competition after drubbing Brest 3-0 at Estadi Olympic Luis Companys. Barca were without Lamine Yamal as Dani Olmo, Fermin Lopez and Rafinha supported Robert Lewandowski up front. Lewandowski gave La Blaugrana an early lead after he made no mistake converting from the penalty spot following a foul in the box. Olmo got the second goal for Hansi Flick's men midway through the second stanza with a low strike in the box after a through ball by Gerard Martin. Lewandowski sealed the 3 points for the Catalan Giants in added time and completed his brace after he went through on goal, scoring his 101 goal in the Champions League. He is now 3rd on the Champions League score charts, all-time Champions League score charts, behind Cristiano Ronaldo and of course his eternal rival Lionel Messi. And finally, in Bavaria, Germany, Bayern Munich won back-to-back matches for the first time in the tournament after a narrow 1-0 win over 10-man Paris Saint-Germain at the Allianz Arena. Bayern recalled Leroy Sané, who joined Jamal Musiala, Kingsley Coman and Harry Kane in a 4-pronged attack. South Korea's Min Jae-kim broke the deadlock for Bayern 7 minutes before the interval after with a header from a rebound in the box. PSG had to double their efforts to come back into the game just before the hour mark after they were reduced to 10 men following the red card of Ousmane Dembele, who was dismissed after he got a second yellow card in the rematch of the 2020 UEFA Champions League final. Let's give you the results of Tuesday's UCL games that were played in 9-match venues. In Czech Republic, Sparta Praha lost at home 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Atletico de Madrid. Slovan Bratislava were defeated at home by AC Milan 3-2. In another game, Bayer Leverkusen trounced RB Salzburg 5-0 at the Bay Arena. Young Boys of Bern fell at home to Atalanta 6-1. Brace for De Ketelaere and Matteo Retegui in that encounter. Barcelona 3, Brest, Stade Brestois of France 0. Bayern München 1, Paris Saint-Germain 0. Inter Milan defeated RB Leipzig by a goal to 0. Manchester City threw away a 3-goal advantage to draw Feyenoord 3-3 at home. And Sporting Lisbon saw Arsenal visit them at the Emirates and they fell 5-1 to Arsenal. No goal for Victor Gyökeres. On Wednesday, there will also be 9 games to be played in the UEFA Champions League. The first game will be in Belgrade between Crvena Zvezda, that's Red Star Belgrade, against Stuttgart. In Austria, Sturm Graz will host Girona. In Monaco, in Monte Carlo, it will be Monaco taking on Benfica. Aston Villa will host Juventus. Bologna will trade tackles with Lille Los Metropole. Celtic at Hampden Park will host Club Brugge. Dinamo Zagreb would welcome Borussia Dortmund to Croatia. Liverpool against Real Madrid, a repeat of the 2018, 1983, and of course 2022 UEFA Champions League final. And of course PSV Eindhoven will welcome Shakhtar Donetsk to the Philips Arena. Moving over to other sporting stories, and in a shocking turn of events, American car giant General Motors has reached an agreement in principle with Formula One to bring its Cadillac brand to the grid as the new 11th team starting from the 2026 Formula One season. And this development comes just 10 months after General Motors' initial joint bid with Andretti Motors to join the grid, as Andretti Cadillac was rejected by the FIA. However, with General Motors now taking center stage and Andretti taking a back seat, the situation has changed dramatically, and as part of the agreement, General Motors will pay a significant anti-dilution fee to secure their entry. This fee will be distributed among the existing 10 teams as compensation for the loss of the prize money resulting from the addition of an 11th team. The Cadillac team will initially use a customer engine from an existing supplier, with Ferrari being the current front runner, and the team plans to develop its new engine by the end of the decade. And this new entry is a revised version of the original bid submitted by Andretti, which was rejected earlier this year. The addition of Cadillac to the grid is expected to bring significant excitement and competition to the world of Formula One that fans, critics have said has become a bit monotonous due to multiple winners over the previous years. And finally, in athletics, American sprint legend and 4-time Olympic champion Michael Johnson has officially launched his Grand Slam track, which he announced in June before athletics' quadrennial moment in the global spotlight at the Paris 2024 Olympics Games, and he has now finalized plans for the inaugural season in 2025. This new athletic series was launched in a bid to harness the attention and excitement the sport generates every year at the Olympic Games. Through this Grand Slam track, Johnson intends to maintain that interest by gathering the world's fastest athletes in 4 3-day events, which will happen each year. Big name announcements and lucrative prize money will help build the hype for the athletics, which will also promote each athlete and the sport beyond just the Diamond League, the Olympics, and the World Championships. This first edition of Michael Johnson's Grand Slam track will take place in Kingston, Jamaica. Well, that's how much we can take on sports stuff for today. Endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Enterprise TV 7 on YouTube. Click the notification bell to get alerts on our new YouTube videos. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We are Enterprise TV 7 on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Like, share, and engage with our content. And also visit our website, www.enterprisetvnews.com, where we give you all the hot stories on the go, the live updates, the exclusives, and the news you can use. Moreover, if you want to partner with us on Enterprise Television, you want to place your product on our platform, and for all sponsorship, commercial, and advertising inquiries, kindly send a mail to enterprisetv7@gmail.com or send a DM to our aforementioned social media handles at Enterprise TV 7. And before we go, let's leave you with this quote from American former cyclist Lance Armstrong. He said, and I quote, "Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, it may last an hour, or a day, or a year, but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it lasts forever." End quote. I'm Joshike Okoli, and I want to thank you for the privilege of your time. Until we meet again on Sports Store, it's goodbye and hasta luego.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.